However, Jeffrey Scott is going to do a Yurchenko full, which starts from a 9.9. But if you're going to put up a Yurchenko full, you want one like Jeffrey. Watch the pop that she gets off the table here. Just a small hop. Huge Yurchenko full.
She competed 11 times last year for Georgia. Very consistent member, former U.S. Elite National Team member. She's a senior this year out of Kansas City, Missouri. Lexi Zeiss will lead off for LSU on the bars, a sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska. Last week in the Sprouts Collegiate Quad, she had a 9.875. As I noted, LSU, the #1 team in the country on bars right now. They were impressive last week.
She flies up to the high bar with a Maloney, right back down to the low bar with a pack. Notice her feet were together in that pack. That's super important. Nice cast handstand up to the high bar. Just the dismount left. Full twisting double back. Gets the stuck landing. What a start for LSU.
Head coach Jay Clark knows that's the way to get started here at Stegman for sure.
Very nice. You can't see any separation there from the side. Here's another look at her dismount. Look at the height above the bar. Stuck landing. Her chest is up. Very nice for Lexi Zeiss.
Been a leadoff performer the last couple of weeks and does what a leadoff athlete needs to do. Solid score right from the start to build that momentum to the big performers who are at the end of the lineup. Jeffrey Scott had a 9.825. Here's Avery Mole.
Avery did sit this down last weekend. Yurchenko 1.5 coming up. Not today. Stuck landing.
Last week she got only a 9.15 after she fell. That is redemption.
That is, and that was a good ball. Watch this, 1.5, sees the landing, and gets the stick. Feet are glued together until that landing. Wow, that was a great ball.
That was fantastic. We said at the top of the show, the buzz is all about Georgia, and a lot of it has to do with landings like that. Expect this meet tonight to be close all the way down to the wire. Ashley Cowan, the senior from North Carolina. Last week she had a 9.9 in her opening meet of the season.
She's so good on this event.
Take a look at the scoring tower on the right side of your screen. Those are the 6 athletes from Georgia and 6 from LSU that will make the lineup tonight.
Big release coming up. Beautiful. Right down to the low bar with a shoot over to horizontal.
Score just came in for Lexi Zeiss. It's a 9.9 to start it off for the Tigers.
That's a big start. Double A. Almost comes up with a good landing. Just a small scooch back.
Scooch, what do you take off for a scooch?
Maybe a 1/2 tenth.
Okay.
Double A. Very good. I love her chest position there, too.
Ashley Cowan from Hillsborough, North Carolina. In her club training at Bull City Gymnastics, specializing in bars for the Tigers. Kamara Williams now up on vault for Georgia.
She has a big vault. Another Yurchenko 1.5 here. Great form, too much power there, does take a large step forward. That'll be a pretty big deduction on the landing, but it was fairly clean in the air.
Kamara was not in the lineup last week at the Sprouts Collegiate Quad. But Georgia has a team with much more depth than they've had in the last few years. And so they can rotate people in and out of the lineup because they have the luxury of so many talented athletes who can score 10.0 vaults.
Yes, and that's so important. I don't know the last time that Georgia had that many 10.0 start values.
Good point. Madison Ulrich now, really important transfer to LSU this year, coming after Cowan got a 9.85.
Maloney up to the high bar, pack salto down. You see a little bit of feet separation there.
So high, though.
Gearing up for the dismount here. She has a big double layout. Wow. Comes up with that stuck landing. And even from this angle, you can see no feet separation in that double leg.
Incredible. She's a transfer from University of Denver. Competed last year in the all-around in every meet for the Pioneers.
Awesome job.
Jay Clark acknowledged in the coach's call, he said, we needed her to transfer because he likes to have that 1-2 punch at the end of their lineup, in all-arounds especially. Ulrich will help with that effort for sure. Here's Nyla Aquino, the sophomore from Boston, Massachusetts. Last week at a 9.85.
This is going to be a different vault. So she's going to enter forwards onto the table. She does a souk full. It's a 10-0 start value. And she can do it quite well.
Aquino, the sophomore from the Boston area, brings energy to this team. She competed last year in 12 meets with every time her score counted towards the team total. Remember, 6 compete. You count just the best 5 out of 6 towards the team total. Brings up an interesting point, though. Would you like to see them count all 6 scores, Trinity?
I think that would be pretty cool. Every single routine would count.
Here's Aquino.
Souk full. Just a hop on the landing. Very nice for Nyla Aquino. She's excited about that.
Really difficult technique, different than the Yurchenko technique where you go backwards.
Yes, you have to get all the power forwards, flip over the table. Look, she even flares out of that full, trying to get that landing, just a small hop.
Avery Moe before her had a 9.775. Let's go to bars now. Kaylin Chio, we talked about her at the top of the show. The score came in for Ashley Cowan. It's a 9.85. We are waiting on the score for Ulrich. There it is, a 9.825. So here is their all-around superstar, Chio. Oh no!
I've never seen her do that. You could tell when she went for that Maloney, she caught a little funny. It didn't look like she quite got that throw from the low bar to the high bar.
She's a sophomore from Henderson, Nevada. Did her club training at Gymnastics. Last year, as we mentioned, SEC Freshman of the Year. Was remarkably consistent. This is a surprise.
Absolutely. But I know she's going to get back up and finish strong. Just the dismount. Oh, no, she still has the release. No problems there. Nice cast handstand. Now for the dismount. Full twisting double tuck. Gets the stuck landing. I know she's not happy about that, but it is so incredibly important to always get back up and finish strong.
For those who don't watch a lot of gymnastics, remind people what the judges do with a fall.
So a fall is a whole 1/2 tenth deduction, unfortunately. So the highest score that she could get now is a 9.5.
1/2 point deduction.
Sorry, 1/2 point deduction.
We know what you meant. Patty Wall now. Last week had a 9.9. She's coming after Nyla Aquino. Had the biggest score so far for Georgia, a 9.9.
Another Yurchenko 1.5. Just a hop on the landing. And as the season progresses, these landings tend to get better and better. So
Patty Wall, one of the co-MVPs with the Lily Smith last year. She's a team leader on and off the floor, according to the coaching staff.
So because we had that fall, obviously everyone else needs to hit in order for LSU not to count a fall here.
Good point. And here is a really remarkable story. We'll talk more about this young lady later. Courtney Blackson, competing now in purple and gold. Looks like the score is taking a little longer for the judges to calculate on bars. Now that's not uncommon because when there is a miss, sometimes they don't get the value for the skills, sometimes they miss a connection. It's actually much easier to judge a hit routine than a routine with a mistake.
It absolutely is. There's a lot less to take.
Yeah. Remember, the judges are adding up the value of each of the skills. At the same time, they're deducting for technical errors, form breaks, and other deductions. So That's why we're up here in the booth. I wouldn't want to be a judge. I can't add and subtract at the same time.
It's definitely a difficult job to do.
Here's Courtney Blackson, formerly of Boise State.
Shoot over to handstand. A little short on that cast. Big release coming up here.
Wow.
She flies.
Huge.
Just the dismount to get LSU back on track.
Oh.
A hop, but hey, they're not counting a fall yet. Wow, look at that height above the bar. Here's another look at the dismount here. Double layout. And just a hop on that landing. It's hard to go up after a fall. She did a great job.
Chio had only a 9-3, so extra pressure on LSU for the final two Brevard performers. Blackson hit. Here we go back to vault now for Georgia. Jada Battle.
1.5.
Oh.
She had so much power last weekend too. That was a little bit more controlled actually. So she'll keep working on that every day in the gym, but it's a big vault.
So Georgia has only one score of 9-9. That's Nyla Aquino's.
So much power here. Look at the distance from the table, but that is a very significant step forward.
Last week, Jada Battle had a 9.475, so much better this week for Georgia. We mentioned at the top of the show they need a hits rotation in vault if they're going to hold off the former national champions LSU tonight. Here is Courtney McLean. Score in for Courtney Blackson. Connor McLean, excuse me, is a 9.85. Oh,
Connor is phenomenal on every event, but especially this one as well. And if you want someone going up to anchor your event after you've had a fall, Connor can do it. Double back, stuck dismount, like nothing even happened.
Well, and Jay Clark knows how important that one is because they're going to try to replace that 9-3 of Caitlin Chio, and that is a huge moment in a clutch situation.
Look at how high Connor gets on this release.
Oh, she doesn't hold back.
At all. At all. Full twisting, double back, knees glued together, comes up with the stuck landing. That was clutch for her team.
And we have a score correction coming in here for Addie Wall. Excuse me. For Avery Mole, it's a 9-9. It was a 9.775 earlier in our scoring tower. That has been corrected to a 9-9 at the University of Georgia, and she's got this team on track. Let's go to the second rotation. Lexi Zeiss for LSU on vault.
Wow, Yurchenko 1.5. She was going for that stuck landing.
These two teams separated by 125 thousandths of a point. Every landing's going to matter today.
Yes, it is. A little bit of form in the air. Almost gets that stuck landing. I can't wait to see her get it later in the season.
There's Addie Wall now for Georgia. Competed in every meet on bars last year for the Gym Dogs.
Maloney up to the high bar. Hack salto down to the low bar.
He was a little off last week and had only a 9.775. Hoping to do better today. Oh, yeah.
Just the dismount. Double layout. Just a small step back. I think that was much better.
Yeah. There's an energy in this building I haven't seen for a long time. Stegman Coliseum is rocking because they know their team is back in relevance.
They absolutely are. The Georgia Bulldogs. I'm excited for their season.
You told me earlier you can't wait to see floor exercise because the tumbling for both of these teams is out of this world.
It really is. They have some of the most dynamic gymnastics.
Madison Ulrich, remember the transfer. 9.85 was the score for Lexi Zeiss.
Front pike half.
But that's the first time we've seen that style of vault today in today's competition. It's quite different than the other styles.
It is. We saw one other front vault, but this was a front handspring to a front pike with a half twist. Very difficult.
Holly Snyder will be second up to go for the Gym Dogs on bars.
Huge release, right down to the low bar. She's doing a straight body cast handstand, which I personally think is a lot harder than a straddle cast. Full twisting double back. Another great routine for the Bulldogs.
He's the junior from Annapolis, Maryland, had a hip surgery in 2024, but she is solid on the bars today.
Yes, she is. And take a look at this release. You see how she caught with bent arms. That is a deduction, but she was flying high. Look at this dismount. Full twisting, double back, fought for that landing.
Addie Wall led off Georgia with a 9.775, so LSU still with the lead. Here's Victoria Roberts.
Same ball as last one. See, that was a bigger hop in the right direction, of course, so that's important. Let's take another look at this vault. Front handspring, front pike, half out. It was a big vault, but she did take a pretty significant hop back and then a step afterwards, so that'll be quite a deduction there.
Last week, the sophomore from Belle Chase, Louisiana, had her collegiate debut, had a 9.85. Khalees Wolford now, the freshman from New Jersey. Last week, a 9.875. Georgia needs to pick up the scores here on bars a little bit.
Khalees can do it. Watch this pack salto, so floaty. She has beautiful lines, right back up to the high bar. Maloney half. Little short on that cast. Stalled her to double back. Can she get the landing? Oh! She was trying so hard for that stuck landing. Sometimes when you do that, though, you do come up a little short. Here's another look at that Stalder to double back. Watch how she gets ready for the landing a little too soon. She was just ready to stick, and it'll come, but she's got to be a little bit more patient.
She's one of 5 freshmen on the team for the Gym Dogs this year. They have 5 athletes, seniors, 5 juniors, 5 sophomores, and 5 freshmen. Catherine Weilbacher now after Victoria Roberts had a 9.65. Oh! LSU struggling with their landings here.
Yes, that'll be a pretty significant deduction on that landing. She slid back and took a very large step. They're giving room for Georgia.
Big opportunity here for Georgia.
And I know we talked about flying Jeffrey. Oh my goodness. Watch how high she gets on this release.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible. Oh, almost too much power into that pack, but she was able to control it. Maloney half up to the high bar there.
Oh, this is gonna score well. Can she put it down?
I think she can. Double layout.
Oh yeah.
Dug those toes in, just a little tiny bit of movement, but that was a great routine. Take a look at this Ray.
So
huge. Again, a little close to the bar, and she had so much swing out of it. Double out here. See how she just had a tiny little movement, but great routine.
Before her, Khalees Wolford, only a 9.775. So Georgia now, there are 3 big bar workers coming up in the end of this lineup. Their high score so far there is a 9.875. Meanwhile, over on vault for LSU, they have struggled a bit with their landings. Coming up next, we'll send you to Columbia for number 7 Missouri hosting Oklahoma, who's also number 2. And Sunday, 6th-ranked Auburn heads to the Barn in Fayetteville to take on 10th-ranked Arkansas at 6 Eastern. Both meets are also available on the ESPN app. Drayton.
Amari had a little bit of trouble in this vault last weekend.
Yes, she did. Ooh.
Oh, no. Oh, it looks like she might need a hurdle line or something. So some of the gymnasts use a line to know where they run to hurdle to. I was one of those gymnasts as well. Yeah. Needed that hurdle line there. She saw it wasn't there, stopped. And that's no problem. As long as you don't get down and touch any of the equipment at the bottom, you're okay to start over.
It's a really good point. People often wonder how in the world do they time it just right to hit the vault table at the right angle and everything. A lot of it comes down to details like that hurdle line.
Here she goes, 1.5.
Oh, yeah.
No problems this week.
Much better. She had falls both on floor and vault last week.
Yes, she did. Very uncharacteristic.
For sure. Take a look how high she goes.
Lift off the table there. Wow. That's insane.
Her hips are 4.5 feet in the air, almost 5 feet. The vault table is 4 feet off the ground. So her hips are 9.5 feet in the air. That's almost the height of a basketball rim. It's pretty impressive. Autumn Reingold now after Jeffrey Scott got a 9.9.
Beautiful piked Jaeger. Oh, struggles on that cast.
Oh, no.
So she did not come out off of the bar, but those extra swings are pretty significant deductions. But she keeps it going. It's important to stay very calm in these situations, and she's doing a great job getting back on track. Just the dismount. Double layout. Wow, comes up with that stuck landing. Of course, that's not the routine she was looking for, but she was able to stick through it. This was a beautiful release. It was a little close to the bar, though, which is probably what threw her off.
This is her first home meet in Stegman Coliseum, the young freshman who was coached in her club training by Cecile Landy. Amari Drayton had a 9.85. Look at the grade out score for LSU. That 9.525 from Catherine Weilbacher is the one they're going to want to drop. So they need a big vault right now to keep LSU in the lead over Georgia. Caitlin Teo.
And she can do it. Wow. Wow. She said, what bars? What bars? Because
that's what I do.
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness.
So impressive. She's like a cat. She knows exactly where the ground is almost every single time. Watch how she sees the ground.
Oh.
So impressive. Watch her head. She sees it and she sticks it. And she knows it was good. What a vault.
She launched it off the table. That was amazing. Lily Smith, the junior from Pennsylvania, will anchor bars for Georgia.
She's got beautiful, come on. Looked like she almost missed her feet there, but no problems. Double tuck. Comes up with the stuck landing.
An important routine there for Georgia because Autumn Reingold had only a 9.2. That score they're going to want to drop.
That was a beautiful Shapash. Maybe I'm seeing things. I thought she almost missed her toes. Beautiful double tuck. Chest position is perfect. Very nice routine.
Important score coming up here for Georgia. They said they want to replace that 9-2 of Rheingold. Lily Smith has been in this situation many times. First team All-America on bars, individual qualifier to the NCAA championships. He was limited a little bit last year in 2025 due to a stress fracture. Those 10 championships came, of course, under the leadership of Suzanne Yochlin, who's here in attendance tonight. A lot of things have changed in collegiate gymnastics, among them the parity, and there are so many good teams now who could win. And college gymnastics has never been better. Here's Harley Tomlin in a crucial role for the Gym Dogs, that leadoff spot on B.
Switch to straddle jump already. She looks so calm, and that is so important up there on that balance beam. Prepping for her series. Back handspring, layout step out. Very sharp finish, no wobbles. She looks so confident up there. Dismount, round off 1.5, just a small hop. That was a great, solid lead-off beam routine. Take another look at this series. This is a triple series, back handspring, layout step out. I know she makes it look simple, but it is far from it. The more skills that you put in a row, the more difficult it gets. 1.5, just a small hop. Very nice lead-off routine.
Hey, there's Mike Tomlin. Guess what? That's his daughter out there, Harley Tomlin, the sophomore from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Of course, Mike Tomlin, the former coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike says that, by the way, she is the best athlete in the house.
I bet she is.
LSU on floor now with Emily Innes.
Front handspring, front double full, a little bit too fast into that step, had too much power. Round off 1.5, front layout, much more control on that second pass.
Emily Innes, the senior, who used to compete at University of Washington. She's one of 3 transfer portal athletes who have really come into LSU and are immediately contributing. Along with Courtney Blackson and Madison Ulrich.
Just the last pass here. Front handspring, 1.5, stag jump. And a wing. That was a great leadoff routine.
LSU trying to bring their own energy. Remember, they're in Stegman Coliseum, so there's not going to be a lot of fans here at Georgia who are cheering for the Tigers, so they're trying to create their own energy. As Courtney McCool gives her congratulations. Courtney, of course, a former Georgia gymnast, who's now a coach at LSU. Anya Turner coming after Harley Tomlin led them off with a strong 9.825.
Georgia has a great beam team. step out. So again, that was a triple series. That one was 2 layout step outs, even more difficult than the first one that we saw. And she did come off the beam. Switch leap, split jump. Beautiful. The judges are looking for 180 splits.
Uncharacteristic mistake for her. Last year she competed 12 times in the lineup. 4 scores over 9-9 last year.
Just the dismount. Round off 1.5.
This will be an important moment for the Georgia Gym Dogs because they had good momentum after the first competitor, Tomlin, on beam with a 9.825, but the building got real quiet real fast when they had a fall.
Yes, it is hard. Watch how she's going crooked on the first one and then very crooked on the second. Just can't pull that back. But this is why you have a team and you lean on each other, and if the rest of her team can hit their routines, then they will have no issues.
Here's Madison Ulrich. 9.8 was the score for Emily Innes in the leadoff spot.
Double A.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. I love how the team gets into it too. So fun. Lead pass here. One more pass here. Round off 1.5. Front layout. Very nice control on that landing. Very clean in the air. Nice routine for Madison Ulrich.
Ulrich, the junior from Fort Mill, South Carolina, transfer from Denver. If there's anything that LSU is known for, it's big, high-powered tumbling and vaulting, right? They just do big gymnastics. That's their brand, isn't it?
It is. They fly high. And these floor routines, if you've noticed, all of them so far have started with an E pass, which is the most difficult level of skill that you can do.
Skills are rated A through E, A being the easiest and E being the most difficult. And we're seeing the difficulty rise up in college gymnastics more than ever. There's extra pressure on the judges to show a little differentiation between these gymnasts now because they are all so good. The level in college gymnastics is remarkable. Several athletes competing in college also have had major international, even Olympic experience. Oh, yeah.
And this is Khalees Wolford coming up after the fall. She's a freshman, and look at how she's handling this pressure right now. Taking things one skill at a time, even smiling while she does it.
I mean, that score for Anya Turner was only a 9.075. Big pressure here on her first home meet ever for Khalees Wolford as a Georgia Gym Dog, and she hits. Yeah!
Nice, hand stick.
Oh! Yeah!
What a routine. Her team's excited about that.
I guess so. They know how important that was.
Yes, she just got them right back on track. Double wolf turn, that is very difficult. Dismount, round off double full. Watch how she sees the landing, gets into that stick. A little bit too much squat on that landing, but no problem there.
The key after a mistake, of course, is just to hit, and she did just that. Oh, this is the first appearance this season for Connor McLean on floor. She tore her Achilles back in 2024 at the U.S. Classic. Olympic trials process. She's back tonight for the first time.
Big double A.
With LSU, yeah.
Can't tell if she just stepped out of bounds or not, but that was a good double layout.
I think it looked like she might have. You can step on the line, but you can't go over the line in collegiate gymnastics. We'll see.
You can't see her team, but she's dancing towards her team right there. She's got gorgeous leaps. Over 180. Didn't finish that 1.5.
Oh.
So she tried to get that front full around, but just couldn't quite do it.
Oh, unfortunate. We talked to Jay Clark earlier this week, and he said she looks ready on floor. We're going to give her a chance to go. It's a big double layout, but what happened here?
So this 1.5, she didn't quite finish it. She didn't finish her round off. So then it kind of just keeps going short on that 1.5 and then sat down that front full. That's unfortunate.
Lily Smith will be next up on beam for Georgia. As a part of an NIL collaboration, she took to the skies as she performed a beam routine 52 stories above New York City on an extra tall beam. We'll show you some of that video in a moment. Elise Wolford picked up the momentum again for the Georgia Gym Dogs after that 9.075 from Turner.
That is a textbook front aerial. If you notice, her leg that touches the beam first was completely straight, and you do not see that very often.
Few gymnasts are able to show this kind of line and extension. Tips of her fingers to the tips of her toes.
Beautiful front toss in a pike position and lands straight up and down. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure I've seen a single deduction in this routine yet. Another front aerial. Oh, she did break that connection.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Back handspring, gainer full.
Oh, a missed opportunity for the spectacular Lily Smith. What do you think happened there? Just a mental lapse?
Just got a little bit ahead of herself. She probably knew the routine was so good.
I mentioned earlier, she, on top of a 52-story building in New York on an NIL collaboration, she did a beam routine on a beam that was 9 feet in the air. But right here,
really broke that connection there. That may, I don't know if she'll have enough bonus in that routine, so we'll see if she still starts from a 10.
The judges calibrate the scores based on the difficulty, skills, plus combinations to get them to a 10-0 start value. If they miss a combination, they may not get the full 10-0 start value, which could affect her final score. Kaylin Chio gave us a highlight in the last rotation. Here she is on floor.
Full twisting double back. She does an open back tuck and then does a full out of it.
Yeah.
So impressive.
We've seen her deliver clutch performances today. She did so on vault after an unlucky routine on the bars. Now she's needed on floor for LSU because Connor McLean's score is only an 8.975. Both Georgia and LSU with a fall in this rotation.
And it's early on in the season, so we are going to see mistakes. That's completely normal. 2.5, punch front. Woo! Big pass. Kaylin Chio just got the LSU Tigers back on track.
Chio, the sophomore from Henderson, Nevada, did her club training at Gymcats.
Take a look, full twisting, double back. And she knows it's good. I love the head nod.
I do too.
Look at this pass. 2.5 twists into a front tuck. Makes it look easy, but that is so difficult. Try spinning around 2.5 times on your feet in your living room.
That head nod says, you know who I am, right?
Exactly.
Well done. Back to beam now. Lily Smith had a 9.725, so that's uncharacteristic of Georgia and Lily Smith in particular. Jeffrey Scott now needs a hit.
I love this beam routine. Back handspring step out, layout step out. She is capable of doing a front handspring into that, and she normally does. However, because they've had some mistakes, they're probably playing it a little bit more safe.
Let's talk about the psychology of that. After a mistake and a couple of wobbly routines, how does it affect your mindset as you get ready to start your routine?
Well, you know that your routine matters that much more, but it is really important to calm your mind and know that your job still remains the same. You are going to go up there and try to hit that beam routine to your best ability, regardless. But it's easier said than done. Moonwalk. The crowd loves it.
It's a tradition here at Georgia. At least one athlete on the team has the moonwalk in their beam routine each season.
This is a unique dismount for handspring step out. Front 1.5.
Yeah, I like it.
Very nice.
You know, the moonwalk is probably the easiest move in a routine, but it still is a crowd pleaser.
It is, and the crowd yelled for her. Front handspring step out, front 1.5. That is so impressive.
Amari Drayton now. This is an important moment for this young lady. Last week she fell on floor uncharacteristically, had only a 9.025. So Kaylin Chio had a 9.85. So LSU, known for their powerful floor, has yet to break into the 9.9s.
Double layout. And stays in.
Oh, now you talk about big gymnastics. That was huge.
That was absolutely huge. And Amari Drayton is very good on this event. She may have fallen last weekend, but she's phenomenal.
What is it about her gymnastics that you like?
It's big, it's dynamic, it's fun. Her leaps are just as good as her tumbling. She's impressive. Front through to double tuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's short again.
No.
Oh, no. She managed to keep it on her feet. However, that is going to be a significant deduction.
Here's the thing about LSU. They do big gymnastics. She could have done an easier tumbling pass at the end of the routine and still gotten a high-value routine. Because this double is just, I mean...
Double out is sky high. She flies. Now that front through to double back. Watch her takeoff here. Just doesn't get enough height on the takeoff. Didn't open her hips and couldn't snap into that double tuck.
The gymnasts are required to do 2 different saltos in one of their tumbling passes. That front through to a tuck double back makes it especially difficult. Jeffrey Scott had a 9.875. Holly Snyder in an anchor spot. This is key because remember, they're trying to replace the 9.075.
Very nice. Feet through 2. Switch half. one more skill. Round off 1.5, step forward, but now they get to drop that 9.075.
That's the key right there. The junior from Annapolis, Maryland. Known for her work ethic. Her dad played lacrosse at Navy. She herself had a 9.925 last week in their meet against Ohio State. So she delivered what an anchor competitor should do, is a 9.9 plus in that anchor spot. Now here's a critical routine now for LSU, because Amari Drayton has only a 9.575. Kalia Lincoln now, their anchor competitor, they're going to have to count that 9.575 because already Connor McLean's 8.975 will be the score that they drop unless Kalia Lincoln scores lower, which is highly unlikely because this is pretty spectacular.
This double layout is one of the biggest double layouts I have ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa, and that's one of the most controlled landings I've seen her do. Very good. Looks like she's been working on that in the gym. Sometimes when you're as powerful as she is, it's really hard to control that power.
The double layout reminds me of the young lady sitting next to me right now, Trinity Thomas.
Very difficult leap combination there. It's very important that Kalia puts this on her feet. Front layout, front full, no problems there. That was a crucial routine for LSU to stay in it.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at this gigantic double layout. Look at how she just floats in the air. That control on that landing, that's what I've been waiting to see her do. Front layout, front full. Very nice routine for Kalia Lincoln.
Oh, there's a lot of energy in this building tonight because Georgia will have the lead. Holly Snyder's 9.925 on floor replaced the 9.075, a clutch routine. The final dismounts. LSU now has to finish on beam. Kylie Cohen was impressive in week 1, started him off with a 9.9.
No need to get over.
Front aerial to beat jump. Back handspring step out, layout step out. Very sharp finish there. She looks confident.
Junior from Bedford, Texas.
This is a great test for LSU, too. They're not often behind.
That's a good point. Typically the team, the visiting team, needs to have a lead going into the 4th and final rotation because they're finishing on beam and the home team, Georgia, finishing on floor. Great start.
Very good start for Kylie Cohen.
Not a lot of cheering here in the Stag for the LSU gymnasts, but this is a very knowledgeable crowd, and they have embraced gymnastics for the last 30, 35 years and made it a big deal. And so big, in fact, Mike Tomlin is here. The former coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's his daughter, Harley Tomlin. He claims that she's the best athlete in the house. I don't doubt that, do you?
I don't doubt it for a second, and you're going to see exactly why right now. Harley Tomlin can tumble. Watch this opening pass. She's about to fly here. Round off, double Arabian.
Oh,
Step.
yes.
That was awesome.
You just see her stick her tongue out.
Yes. I love that they have so much fun out there.
Coming into this rotation, you said, you know, Georgia is a floor team. What does that really mean to you?
Every single routine in their lineup starts with a huge E pass, which is so difficult. Again, it's A to E. E is the most difficult tumbling pass that you can do. They fly high, they have fun, they show off their routines, and they do it big.
Of course, it doesn't hurt to have 10,224 people. Sellout crowd here at the Steg tonight to cheer on the Gym Dogs. The energy is back here in Athens for women's gymnastics for sure.
It is front loud, step out, double tuck. She stayed in. She had so much power. That was a fun routine.
It's torture for the parents, isn't it?
I bet it is. Look at this, round off double Arabian. Gorgeous. The tongue out.
He's cool, yeah, that's my girl.
The best athlete in the house. She just showed you why.
Harley Tomlin. Georgia off to an awesome start on the floor. Can they seal the deal with the final rotation here? Kylie Cohen, a solid 9.85 for LSU in the leadoff spot. Lexi Zeiss up now.
Side aerial, just a little bit of a shoulder dip there. Front aerial, back handspring step out, so solid.
Her routine last week in the Sprouts Collegiate Quad meet spurred a little controversy. There was some question about whether she made her connections and her start value. Ended up that LSU and Oklahoma had a dead tie, so they used a tie-breaking procedure, counting all 6 scores for all of the gymnasts on each of the 2 teams, and LSU ended up in second place. Oklahoma got the win.
Just the dismount. Gainer full off the front. Hits the stuff landing. She's so happy about that.
As she should be. Beautiful execution.
Here's that double wolf turn. She makes it look easy. Here's another look at that dismount. Gainer full off the front, gets the stuck landing.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question this week about her start value. That routine will start out of a 10. There's Courtney McCool-Griffith. And get it done. This would be a big moment for Cecile Conqueteau, Landi, and this team. 9.825 was the leadoff score for Harley Tomlin. Here's Addie Wall.
Big opening first pass like we talked about. Tuck full in.
Yes.
Comes up a little bit short. Has to take that lunge forward instead of stepping behind, so that'll be a little bit of a deduction there. Front through, double tuck.
Yes.
There we go. The crowd liked that one.
Addie Wall was a co-MVP of the team last year for Georgia. The junior out of Zanesville, Ohio.
Leap pass there. Remember, the leaps are just as important as the tumbling. You have to get them all the way around to get credit and for no deduction. Hit 180, all of those things.
What's the energy like for an athlete competing in front of a home crowd versus an away crowd?
Oh my goodness. Competing in front of your home crowd is so much fun. They honestly sometimes know the routine just as much as the team does, and you can hear them during your routine, and it really pumps you up. However, when you're that away team, it feels a little quiet.
As LSU's head coach Jay Clark says, we got to make our own.
Fought to hold that landing, because if you don't hold it, that is a deduction as well.
Known as the college stick. You
Yeah.
kind of keep smiling and keep moving.
Take a look at this dismount. Round up double full. Look at the chest position out of that double full. Did have to fight for that landing. Great job for Amari Drayton.
When we walked into the arena tonight, all the LSU gymnasts ran up to you, Trinity, and she was among those who were most excited to see you.
They are all so sweet.
Holly Snyder now, after Addie Wall had the second straight 9-8-2-5. These two teams separated by a quarter of a point.
She's going to open up with a tumbling pass that we haven't seen yet today. It's a pike full in. Very difficult.
Right.
We've seen it in a tuck, but that's the first time we've seen it piked.
Once again, emphasizing Georgia's difficulty in the tumbling passes. That's what it takes these days. You really have to do big, powerful tumbling, because you can't just rely on finesse routines and choreography. You got to show some stuff, right?
Absolutely you do, and they are showing. Front handspring, 1.5, layout step out. Nice control there.
Floats in for the landing.
Georgia's working hard to get the job done over here on the floor.
Let's take a look at tumbling at full-in pike. You don't see a lot of those in college gymnastics because it's particularly difficult, isn't it?
It is very difficult, and it's very difficult to do well. You see how high she is on that pike full in, but there is a little bit of feet separation in the air. There's that 1.5, back layout step out, great control on that landing. Fantastic routine from Holly Snyder.
How about this? Go back to LSU. Amari Drayton had a 9.925, and that brings up Kaylin Chio, who after that uncharacteristic mistake on bars has done superbly today, vault and floor. Oh, cool character.
So good. And she always looks calm and confident. And I love that about her. She just does her gymnastics exactly the way she does it in the gym every single day.
How do you find that blend between being aggressive and also being calm on an event like this?
A lot of practice and figuring it out what works for you. So sometimes it's talking to yourself in your head, sometimes it's deep breathing. So every athlete is different. But Kaylin Chio is truly one of one. Very nice switch leap split jump.
LSU is closing the gap here on Georgia. From .425 to down just less than 0.2 of a point separating these two teams.
And that is going to be a big beam score. That was a gorgeous routine.
And there's Haley Bryant, NCAA legend herself, one of the assistant coaches now at LSU. She's on the floor.
That was a perfect handspring layout step out. And a great back handspring 1.5 to a stuck landing.
Kamara Williams gets the nod on floor for Georgia. Last week had a 9.9. Holly Snyder 9.85.
And she just got to Georgia, too. She came in December, and she has done phenomenal.
She's been in town less than a month and already contributing to this team. Whoa!
Another huge double layout to add to all of the gorgeous double layouts we've seen today.
Kamara was originally scheduled to come to Georgia in 2027. Chose to come a year early and already very impactful for the Gym Dogs.
I'm sure they're excited to have her here.
Oh,
and
man.
she looks excited to be here. She's having so much fun. Front through. Double tuck.
Yes!
Very good. I love how she looks all around into the ground, really performing this routine for the crowd.
Freshman out of Kansas City, Missouri. Another hit. She goes, I know, that's what I do.
Absolutely.
All that Georgia needs is a 9-8 or better to maintain the lead over LSU.
And I think she just got that done for them. Look at that double layout. Very, very good.
She plants that front foot and does not move.
Double tuck, same thing. So good.
Cecile wants a 10. She knows good gymnastics when she sees it. And I think there's a great sense in this building that Georgia could get the first win in a decade over LSU. That's going to come down to the final routines. Kaylin Chio had a 9.95. Madison Ulrich now. 2 remaining routines for LSU, Ulrich and Connor McLean. Score just came in for Kamara Williams, 9.925, her season and career high.
Absolutely gorgeous. Madison Ulrich looks so comfortable up there, taking everything one thing at a time. Just the dismount left. Oh, fights for that stuck landing. Does take a little scooch back. Great routine.
Tomorrow night here on the SEC Network, we have a quadruple header of men's basketball games for you, but it all starts at 1 Eastern with 18th ranked Alabama taking on Oklahoma in Norman. Okay, here's the situation now. Nyla Aquino coming after Kamara Williams has a 9.925. Here is the deal. A 10 from her or Lily Smith. The last 2 competitors for Georgia will get Georgia's first win over LSU in a decade. Oh!
Double layout. She was having some trouble with that in warm-ups, but no problems in competition.
I understand she missed 3 of them in warm-ups, but now when it counts, nothing to it.
And she is getting into it. Having fun is what it's all about here. Front through, double tuck.
Oh, huge!
Huge, absolutely.
This powerful tumbling from Georgia is remarkable.
Very nice leap combination there. This Georgia crowd loves her floor routine.
Oh, yeah.
That should be a good score.
That's what I do.
She is pumped up for that one.
Friday Night Heights does not disappoint. A sellout crowd here at the Stag, and boy, did she give them a treat.
Huge double tuck.
Once again, they could do less difficulty in these routines, but that's not the Georgia style, is it?
No, it is not. They want to go out there, and they want to go out there and show out.
Very important moment here for Connor McLean now. She has the combination of power, grace, elegance, and technique.
Very nice gainer full dismount.
Just a couple of little shoulder tips.
Just those beginning of season jitters.
We're down to one routine for Georgia. Nyla Aquino, her score came in the second straight, 9.925. They're getting ready to party because Georgia is going to get the win tonight. Lily Smith herself had a 9.95 on floor. Let's see if they can cap it off with a spectacular routine from the lovely Lily Smith.
Lily has a gorgeous floor routine. Front handspring, front double full, punch front. Look at how high that punch front was out of that front double full.
She doesn't do the big double flipping somersaults that her teammates do, but there's nothing wrong with this complete presentation. She has plenty of difficulty in her tumbling.
Yes, and that front double full, although not a double flipping element, is still an E-pass. It is very difficult, and she punches front out of it.
Right. She gets the combination as well. Breath here for the last tumbling pass. Nice, Rudy.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. What a way for the Georgia Bulldogs and Lily Smith to finish the night.
Oh, they want to rock here in Athens. They're rushing the floor because Georgia is going to get the win. They want to see a 10 tonight, regardless of whether they get a 10 or not. Georgia, the Gym Dogs, have beaten LSU for the first time in a decade, and they really earned the win tonight.
They absolutely did.